Update us, if you will, where the situation is. I gather some of the unions have withdrawn their action because of this pay offer, which I think I'm saying is about 3% on top of the 4.75% already given to several grades. So, I mean, is a deal in the offing there?
Yeah, well, good afternoon, Mark. It's good to be with you again. So, as you say, here in Wales, whilst we do have some industrial action underway in the ambulance service today by Unite, the union, and indeed, actually, that's a 48-hour package of industrial action today and through to midnight tomorrow. What we have seen over the last few days is constructive talks with government, obviously, who essentially the pay dispute is with. It's not with us as the employers, and the unions, with a revised offer being put to the unions at the end of last week. Now, for RCN, so for nurses, and for GMB, they have postponed their industrial action whilst they put that new revised offer to their members. Unite are continuing with the action for the 48 hours, but again are going to put that offer to their members. And as you say, essentially it's 3% over and above what had already been offered, and half of that would be consolidated and half of it be a non-consolidated payment.
So does that mean that the part of it is like a one-off payment, if you like, rather than added in on a yearly basis?
Exactly that. So 1.5% of the offer is consolidated on people's salaries, and then 1.5% non-consolidated as a one-off payment is the offer. But of course, that's subject to further discussion and the views of individual union members.
Yeah, I think Maria Caulfield, the health minister, is saying a deal in Wales is not yet guaranteed. But of course, this is a devolved administration, which makes a difference in terms of how the sort of chess pieces are moved around, if you like. But we were hearing from the picket line in there in Castleford, and they were making an interesting point as well. It's not just about the pay, it's about the frustration of how the ambulance service is being used. And they touched on this issue of the social care as well, i.e. trying to get the beds available to get patients in from the ambulance into a hospital ward.
Yeah, I mean, Mark, the package, and the colleague from Yorkshire talking, shared his experience, which, is one which I've heard from many of my staff here in Wales. They described to me a situation where they are deeply frustrated because they are unable to provide the great care that they joined the ambulance service for. And indeed, that's what I joined for, many years ago.